Amarjyoti's Crochet World. Today I am here once again with my new tutorial. Today we are going to make a beautiful and very easy project, even beginners can make that, and we are going to make a diamond granny shawl. So for that I am using a combination of two shades of yarn. One is this variegated yarn with the shades of blue, and the other one I am taking an off-white shade, both of same thickness. So that is why we have whatever yarn you choose for making the shawl or whatever project, if you are making using more than one shades or yarns, then the thickness should be the same one, similar one. Okay, and because it's a bit thicker one, so I am using the crochet hook, which is 5 mm crochet hook. Tapestry needle we need for this, because if we are going to sew the or stitch the hide the tails inside, we need a pair of scissors and a measuring tape. Okay, so basically these are the requirements. So let's keep the scissors and the tapestry needle aside. We need the crochet hook. Now I am going to start with my whatever shade, the main shade, keep it aside, and the one that you give the effect of diamond squares and or diamond effect in the shawl, just take that yarn. I am giving the diamond effect with the help of this off-white shade. So I am starting with this yarn. Okay, so first of all, make a magic circle. If you don't want to make a magic circle, just make chain 4 and then start the work. So make a magic circle. I will show you both the techniques. First of all, let's not get confused to that. So make a slip knot, chain 4. This is method 1 if you don't want to make the magic circle. So chain 4, slip stitch in the last stitch from the hook. You have found a ring. Now make chain 3 as first double crochet stitch. Chain 3, the starting chain 3 will always be considered as your double crochet stitch. This whole shawl is to be made with double crochet stitches and slip stitches. So basically double crochet stitches, granny stitch it is made. So I am going to start with chain 3 plus 2 chains for the corners. Okay, so in total I have made 5 chains. Now in the circle in the mid, make 3 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3. This is our first granny block is done. Okay, now make the corner with chain 2, 3 more double crochet stitches. 1 2 3, chain 2 as a corner, next corner, one more granny block, that is 3 double crochet stitches. 2 3. Now 3 corners has been are done. Make 2 more chains to make the 4th corner, and make, because you will be attaching over here, so make 2 double crochet stitches in the end and slip stitch in the 3rd chain from below. 1 2 3 in the 3rd chain, leaving 2 chains as the corner. So this is your first row. This method we have made by making 4 chains, that is by not making magic circle. If you want to make with a magic circle, I am going to show that also. This row 1 is different, with the chain 4 making as the first starting one and then making the first row, and the second method is making magic circle. The rest rows will be similar one. So I am going to frog it and then make the magic circle technique. Whatever suits you, whatever you feel comfortable with, just make along with that. So make a magic circle, chain 5, as I told you, chain 3 as your first double crochet stitch, and then chain 2 for the corner, and then 3 double crochet stitches as your first granny stitch or granny block, chain 2, second granny block in the circle or in the loop, chain 2 as the next, that is this is the first corner, this will be the second, this is the third corner, and then 3 double crochet stitches, that is the third granny block, chain 2. Now the fourth one will be make 2 double crochet stitches and slip stitch in the third chain, 1 2 3 in the third chain, slip stitch. Now pull the loop and close the end. Okay, this tail we will, whatever chain 4 method or the magic circle, this end will be hidden inside the circle. So this is your first row. This first row is just a different one. Now from rest of the shawl will be the same one. Now slip stitch in the first chain space you have received, you have got, make again chain 3 plus 2 chains, that is in total you will start every time with chain 5. Okay, so chain 5, that is chain 3 as first double crochet stitch and chain 2 as the space in between the 2 granny stitches. So in the same space make 3 double crochet stitches, that is 1 granny stitch or 1 granny block, chain 1, skip the granny block over here, reach the next space and make granny stitch or granny block, that is 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 3 double crochet stitches. So we are creating corners. Chain 1, skip the 3 double crochet stitches, reach the next space, 3 double crochet stitches, that is 1 granny block, chain 2 and then 1 more granny block in the same stitch. First corner has been done, second corner done, third corner done. Now make the fourth one in the similar way, chain 1 and then 3 double crochet stitches in the next chain space, chain 2 and 3 double crochet stitches in the same chain space, that is chain 2 space, chain 1. Now you have reached the starting chain space. Now in the starting chain space you are supposed to make only 2 double crochet stitches and then slip stitch in the third chain from the base. Row number 2 has been done. Okay, now at this point of time I am going to chain 1 and cut the yarn. So making 2 rows with this shade and then starting with the main shade of the shawl. Okay, basically this is the basic granny square, the usual granny square we used to make, it is like that. Okay, so we have to keep on making this type of granny square. So let me start with this one. So let's make one more row along with you, then I'll tell you. You have to keep on making until a particular length. I'll show you. Just attach in any of the corners, chain 5 and 3 more double crochet stitches in the same space. I am taking the tails along with in this space. So 3 double crochet stitches in the same chain space, chain 1, reach the chain 1 space after that and then make 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1, in the corner make 3 double crochet stitches, that is 1 granny block, chain 2, 3 granny stitches, 3 double crochet stitches, that is 1 granny block. So corners are always same, 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 3 double crochet stitches, and in between on the sides you will make chain 1 space and then in the chain 1 space below make 3 double crochet stitches and again chain 1. Now you have reached the corner, make 3 double crochet stitches, 3, chain 2 and 3 in the same, 3, sorry. Now we are coming to the side portion. So on the side you have to make chain 1 and then 3 double crochet stitches in the chain 1 space below, again chain 1, skip the granny block below, and then because you have reached the corner, make a corner. Corner is made by making 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 3 double crochet stitches. It is not at all different from basic granny square, so you have to make the granny square actually. So chain 1, reach the on the side way, you have reached the chain 1 space, make 3 double crochet stitches, chain 1. Now you have reached the starting corner, so in the starting corner already made 3 chains, you have to make only 2 double crochet stitches and then slip stitch in the third chain. So row number 3 is done. So in this way you have to keep on making the granny square. So on the corners 3 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 3 double crochet stitches. On the sides we will be making, because we are having chain 1 space, so excuse me, in every chain 1 space you have to make 3 double crochet stitches only. Okay, so keep on making like this. So I'll tell you in a while so how much width you have to make. So I have made this much of the it's actually a giant square. So I have kept on making the rows. The off-white rows that we started with were 2 rows. After that I have made 10 rows with my main color of the shawl, then 1 row with the off-white, that is the diamond effect row shade, and then 2 more rows. So in total I have made 15 rows. Okay, so now how you have to find out how much wide your shawl should be or how much rows you have to make, because mine yarn is a thicker one. I have made 15 rows, but if you are using a thin one, then you have to make more rows, and means it's up to you. You have to make the width of your shawl should be as per your requirement, right? So now you have to measure your shawl. The width of your shawl should be from diagonally from one corner to another corner. So if I measure from one corner to the other corner diagonally, it comes out to be 24 inches. Okay, 24 inches. So diagonally you have to measure the width of your shawl. So it should be the width I am taking is 24 inches. So the width of the shawl we are going to measure is diagonally. So from one corner to the other corner, diagonally means on the lengthwise we have to take, I am taking 24 inches. If you want to make a smaller one, you can make less number of rows, or just the diagonally you have to measure your width of your shawl. Okay, so this is basically a giant square with a width of your shawl from one diagonal to one corner to other corner. It should be 24 inches as per the size I am making. Okay, if you are making the bigger one, the diagonal measurement should be the bigger one as per your requirement. If you are making the smaller one, it should be according to you. So I am giving this kind of variation in the shade to give it a, now when you will be making like this, it will give a diamond effect like this. Okay, so that is why it is called a diamond granny square shawl, right? So this is the first part of your diamond granny shawl. When you finish the last stitch of your this row, the 15th row I am making, so I am finishing this row. Do not finish off the yarn. I am not cutting the yarn over from here, because we will be continuing from here only. I will show you in the second part of the video how you have to start the other part of the shawl. This giant granny square is the middle of your shawl. Okay, so this will be the middle of your shawl, and then you will be making on the length sides, right? So in the part 2, stay tuned for part 2. We will be making the lengths of the both the sides. We will continue the lengths of your shawl. Okay, so this is your diamond granny shawl, the part 1. Part 2 will be released soon. after 2 or 3 days. Okay, so if you like my video, just give it a thumbs up. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel, because your one subscription means a lot to me. And if you have any queries, if you have any doubts, just do write down in the comment section. Whatever your suggestions are, whatever your queries are, I'll try to solve to the best of my knowledge. And your most valuable feedbacks are always welcome, and thank you for that. So don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification for each and every time I'll upload anything new. And thank you for watching my videos. Thank you once again. God bless you.